Chapter 1 of A Visit to Three Fronts, June of 1916. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A Visit to Three Fronts, June 1916, by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Chapter 1. A Glimpse of the British Army, Part 1. It is not an easy matter to write from the front. You know that there are several courteous but inexorable gentlemen who may have a word in the matter, and their presence imparts but small ease to the style. But above all, you have the twin censors of your own conscience and common sense, which assure you that if all other readers fail you, you will certainly find a most attentive one in the neighborhood of the haute quartier. An instructive story is still told of how a certain well-meaning traveler recorded his satisfaction with the appearance of the big guns at the retiring and peaceful village of Jamai, and how 3 days later, by an interesting coincidence, the village of Jamai passed suddenly off the map and dematerialized into brick dust and splinters. I have been with soldiers on the warpath before, but never have I had a day so crammed with experiences and impressions as yesterday. Some of them, at least, I can faintly convey to the reader, and if they ever reach the eye of that gentleman at the haute quartier, they will give him little joy, for the crowning impression of all is the enormous, imperturbable confidence of the army, and its extraordinary efficiency in organization, administration, material, and personnel. I met in one day a sample of many types: an army commander, a corps commander, 2 divisional commanders, staff officers of many grades, and above all I met repeatedly the 2 very great men whom Britain has produced, the private soldier and the regimental officer. Everywhere and on every face one read the same spirit of cheerful bravery. Even the half-mad cranks, whose absurd consciences prevent them from barring the way to the devil, seemed to me to be turning into men under the prevailing influence. I saw a batch of them, neurotic and largely bespectacled, but working with a will by the roadside. They will volunteer for the trenches yet. If there are pessimists among us, they are not to be found among the men who are doing the work. There is no foolish bravado, no underrating of a dour opponent, but there is a quick, alert, confident attention to the job in hand, which is an inspiration to the observer. These brave lads are guarding Britain in the present. See to it that Britain guards them in the future. We have a bad record in this matter. It must be changed. They are the wards of the nation, both officers and men. Socialism has never had an attraction for me, but I should be a socialist to-morrow if I thought that to ease a tax on wealth these men should ever suffer for the time or health they gave to the public cause. "Get out of the car! Don't let it stay here, it may be hit." These words from a staff officer give you the first idea that things are going to happen. Up to then you might have been driving through the Black Country in the Walsall district with a population of Aldershot let loose upon its dingy roads. "Put on this shrapnel helmet. That hat of yours would infuriate the Boche." This was an unkind allusion to the only uniform which I have a right to wear. "Take this gas helmet. You won't need it, but it is a standing order. Now come on." We cross a meadow and enter a trench. Here and there it comes to the surface again, where there is dead ground. At one such point an old church stands, with an unexploded shell sticking out of the wall. A century hence folk will journey to see that shell. Then on again through an endless cutting. It is slippery clay below. I have no nails in my boots, an iron pot on my head, and the sun above me. I will remember that walk. 10 telephone wires run down the side, and here and there large thistles and other plants grow from the clay walls. So immobile have been our lines. Occasionally there are patches of untidiness. "Shells," says the officer laconically. There is a racket of guns before us and behind, especially behind, but danger seems remote with all these burn-father groups of cheerful Tommies at work around us. I pass one group of grimy, tattered boys.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?